Hi friends! My name is Aliyah Kapili and I'm a 22-year-old classically trained singer. If you would like to get to know more about me, please check out my socials. I have links to them in the description down below and you can see them on this picture here. If you would like to make a reaction suggestion or to vote for a reaction suggestion, please check out my Patreon. I have a link to it in the description down below. And if you or if you know anyone who would like to do a one-on-one voice lesson with me, please check the link in the description down below as well. Voice lessons are beginner friendly and for any age, and I teach other genres besides opera such as musical theater or pop, so please help me spread the word. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you everyone for all your support. I really appreciate it. Today, I'll be reacting to Lisa Gerrard and Pieter Bourke's performance of Sacrifice for the very first time. Special thanks to Thanks Brett for this reaction suggestion and to all my patrons who voted for this suggestion. A little bit about her is that she is an Australian musician, singer, and composer and member of the group Dead Can Dance with music partner Brendan Perry. She is known for her unique sing style technique. She has a dramatic contralto voice and has a vocal range of 3 octaves. Whoa, it's so cool that she has a contralto voice. So, the Fach system came from the operatic world, and it's basically a system of voice classification or being able to identify like your voice type. For example, soprano, mezzo-soprano. And so contralto is the lowest female voice, and it's a pretty rare voice type to have. So I am so excited to react to her for the very first time. And a little bit about Pieter Bourke is he is an Australian musician, composer, producer, and audio engineer. From 1995, he has recorded several projects with Dead Can Dance founder Lisa Gerrard and was a touring member of Dead Can Dance's 1996 Spirit Chaser tour. On 14th April 1998, Bourke and Gerrard issued a world music album, Duality. Wow, they sound very cool. And for this reaction, I will be mostly focusing on Lisa Gerrard's singing. So with that being said, now on to the reaction! Wow, her voice is breathtaking. She's got such a beautiful low range, and her sound is very resonant and well projected, and she has this richness to her tone that I love. And something that caught my ear is that I feel like this song has some Middle Eastern musical influences that I find very cool. I am so intrigued to hear the rest. She's got amazing vocal control, and something I find interesting is that I feel her technique has a lot of similarities to classical technique, especially when it comes to the resonance of her voice, the projection, and like the fullness of her sound. Where I would say there are differences to classical technique is definitely with the vocal flips. Earlier, I was talking about the song maybe having Middle Eastern influences, but I feel like it could also be from other folk singing styles, like maybe Celtic even. And let me know in the comments if you have more details about the different musical influences she is using. I would love to learn more about it. And she is able to navigate her voice so well between those vocal slides and flips, and that's not an easy task. I got the chills from her voice. And it helps too that the instrumentals are mostly a drone or piano chords. In other words, there's not a lot of things happening in the instrumentals, and so the singing is very prominent, and you are just captivated by her voice. And I love the effect with her singing and the instrumentals, how it works together to just deliver all the goosebumps. And I should have mentioned this earlier, but I believe she is using her own language that she made for this song, and I think that is so cool. was so jaw-dropping to listen to because wow, the way she's able to navigate between all of those vocal flips, like I mentioned earlier, and in other words, like the vocal flips are kind of like those vocal breaks that you hear in her voice. And I believe it's done when switching between head voice or chest voice. It's kind of similar to a vocal crack, but it's not necessarily a vocal crack, and so it's called a vocal flip, especially because it's controlled. And how she's able to go from there and then to just her head voice and sustaining those long lines and great breath support for those long lines, and how she's able to do all those dynamic shifts and vocal slides. Her vocal agility is so good. There's this smoothness and gentleness to her singing that I love. And something I notice that I find very interesting is how she navigates with the mouth position with singing this song. And so she uses mostly a north to south mouth position, but then when she goes to those very, very soft notes, that's where she would like slowly shift her mouth position to more of a slowly mouth position. And I like how gently she does it. She doesn't do it in a very abrupt way. It's very controlled. She has great control over all the aspects of her singing. And in this song, she sings as if she were wailing, and I'm curious in checking out the meaning of the song. So here it says it's a powerful, mournful musical piece characterized by intense grief and sorrow, often interpreted as a dialogue of loss, featuring Gerrard's signature emotional glossolalia, and that's, I believe, is her invented language. It evokes deep spiritual and romantic medievalism, often associated with ritualistic emotions. Such a unique song. And no wonder why this song has like such a hypnotic quality too. Wait, I just want to check if that was my computer or if that's the original video. Oh, so it is the original video. I was a little scared for a little bit. Just cause her voice is so hypnotizing, and I was like, whoa, I hope I'm not seeing things. But that's just how powerful her voice is. Wow. That part right there sounds so angelic, and I like how a lot of the parts of the song feel so ethereal. And she does such a great job in like shifting between her head voice and chest voice that at times you couldn't even tell the difference between them. That's just how smooth her voice is between the registers. It's so beautiful how calm she is able to make you feel with her singing. I love how unique this song is and her singing. That's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye, friends!